Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jennifer C. at HomeLifeCultureLink.com, Nino Simeka at MortgageGodfather.ca, and Jewelry Forever at JewelryForever.ca. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Well, hey there, all you cool cats and kittens. Welcome to this week's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. And I am your host, as always, the one, the only, Scott Dion Brown. And of course, I'm joined, as always, although most recently we're not in the same location, which is not quite as always, but she's still here, as always. The one, the only, the greatest co-host in the galaxy,
Regine Alaina. Happy Sunday, fun day, ladies and gents, and thank you for joining us. Scott, really?
How are you, Regine? Oh.
Did you really have to say cool? Did you have to say cool cats because of Tiger King, or are you just saying cool cats and kittens because? Just cause. That is a Tiger King reference. People who've been tuning into that show will know that that's how Carol Baskin likes to start all of her videos. And is that why you started your show this way?
It is. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. So there you go. Regine, how's your week? How was your week?
It was very cozy, to say the least. Stayed inside for most of it, but couldn't help but go outside to get a little bit of fresh air. Other than that, stayed home. How was your week?
About the same, really. It was, staying inside, going outside only for walks. Mm-hmm. We did a grocery pickup today. Oh. Or yesterday, rather. So like we ordered our food online, and we had to wait like a week or something because it's all backed up. Mm-hmm. But the order was yesterday, and we pull into the parking lot, and then you call them from the parking lot, and they bring the groceries outside, all to avoid going into the store and all that stuff.
Oh wow!
And so we did that, and other than that, just working from home and streaming at night.
Yeah, I noticed. You're really into the video games right now, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going all out. Angelo Pigeon, hello in the chat. Welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. And we also have Elizabeth Marnock of the Marnarchy, also in the chat. Good morning, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Mm-hmm. And Regine, do you think we should bring in our guest?
Yes, we should. Do you want to introduce her, or should I?
Why don't you introduce her? She's more from your part of the entertainment world.
Wow, entertainment world. Okay.
I don't know. Let us. Yeah. So tell us about our guest.
Yeah, of course. So our guest is very close to my heart. She's one of my pageant sisters from the Galaxy Canada pageant world. We're actually twinning today, so when you see her, you'll totally understand. Let's welcome to the sit down, all the way from BC, British Columbia, is Ms. Galaxy Canada 2020, Anmol.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you guys?
Good.
Thank you for the introduction, and thanks for having me on this show.
Thanks for coming. I know
it's great to have you on.
I know it's a 3-hour difference. How are you doing this morning? It's like, 8 o'clock there?
Yeah, I'm good. I usually wake up early. I'm an early bird. Nice. So, yeah, I usually 6:37 is wake up time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. This. Oh, sorry. What were you going to say, Regine?
No, go ahead.
That was her, not me. Do our voices sound the same?
I was going to say... Oh well, I don't know. It was just in the background. That's one thing. So we're over Skype, so we're still kind of adjusting to this the delay. You know, I mean, we're used to having conversations with people when we're all in the same room, and it makes things a little bit simpler. But now it's like when someone starts speaking, there's always that slight delay of between when one person stops, the next person starts. So then the other person goes, "Oh, are they going to say anything?" So that's complicated. But I think this is the first time we've ever interviewed somebody in another time zone, right?
Yeah.
I think that's accurate. So yeah, it's what time is it over there? It's 8 o'clock in the morning right now, right?
It's 8 in the morning, yes.
We're that special.
We appreciate you. yeah.
Oh, I'm actually so glad that I'm your first time zone change different person.
Why wouldn't you? I'm actually really happy that you've made it, because I know we were supposed to have all of our Galaxy sisters together in person, and you were supposed to fly to Toronto, but I'm really glad that we were able to get you via Skype still on our show.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Basically the show, pretty much right before all this quarantine stuff started, the plan was to have a whole bunch of Galaxy.
All 7.
All of us together in the studio, and well, obviously can't do that now.
No.
But I'm glad all the same we were able to get you here over Skype, which is technologically it's a great thing that we can do this. We're still able to connect with people over distances. Yeah. So how have you been adjusting to quarantine yourself and all of that stuff? How has it affected you?
Well, to be honest, initially it did affect me quite a lot. And just because I'm somebody who's always out and about doing things and working, and I kind of like that life too. I like staying busy rather than having a lot of empty space in my life. So I think initially when it was like, okay, you're going to be staying home, it was like, oh, sure, like that's great because I can stay home for a few days. I'll work from home. This is amazing. But then I think after a few days when I had to stay home for longer, and the situation that's around the world, it's also like not a very feasibly happy situation. So I think it just takes a toll over you just staying at home the entire time and just seeing everything around. But and I think it did take a toll over me for like 1 or 2 days, and I was getting really sad. But now I'm again back to it because there's a lot to do, and I usually get depression when I go in the kitchen because I don't enjoy cooking. But lately I've been a chef.
Well, there you go.
Everything now. So yeah, it's nice because I'm seeing certain parts of me that I didn't even know could exist, which is really interesting because I'm learning new things, and it's amazing. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this thing does. Cool. Yeah, all these changes that were. There was definitely an adjustment period. I guess we all had to go through it, but it's neat how you mentioned at the beginning there how at first you were like, oh yeah, a few days home, and I know I think I mentioned this at the I mentioned this at the last episode as well because so I have been doing a lot of live streaming lately, and a lot of the people who are coming in there, like some of them are students, for example, and in the first few days, they were excited because it was kind of. Especially if they haven't been directly affected by it. For all of them, it's like, it's just like a little vacation. It's like extended March break, all of that stuff. But then, a few days go by and weeks start to go by, and now, it's not really fun. It's not a vacation anymore.
No.
It's now becoming a new normal, So there was definitely that adjustment period. But then again, what you just mentioned is how it's interesting. You're finding yourself doing things you weren't doing before. You're finding out, oh, this is how I actually would deal with these situations, and you're preparing. It's I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just a weird thing.
Scott, are you finding yourself in the kitchen more?
Actually, I mean, we already had a pretty good routine here. We usually do. We cook a lot of our meals here anyway. I mean, we're definitely cooking more often, so I guess I am. I made myself pancakes the other day.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're like there's only a few ingredients. The pancakes have bananas and oatmeal, and I think is there an egg? I think there's an egg. And that's like it. It's like only a couple ingredients, and you mush it all together, and it made like really, really, really tasty pancakes.
I love banana pancakes.
Yeah, well, like these were like they weren't just pancakes like with like banana in them. They were like made of banana.
Yeah, I love. My grandma does that.
Oh, you've had them before?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I just sort of discovered them. And actually, weirdly, Athena Park, who was going to be a guest as well, right? In fact, she was going to be the guest, right? We actually canceled that show the day before that she was going to be the guest. But I noticed she, on her YouTube channel, posted a video where it looks like, I haven't actually gotten to watch it yet, but she's made banana pancakes, and it was like the day after that I had made them. I was like, that's weird. So I guess I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who's trying new things in the kitchen. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, Anmol, I noticed you've got a YouTube channel and you've posted a few videos lately as well.
Damn.
He does his research.
Well, yeah, I mean, because YouTube was something I wanted to do for a really long time. And I think it's all you have to do is start it. You know what I mean? It's like going to the gym. Some days I'm just like, hey, I don't want to go to the gym today. I'm so tired. But all I have to do is just be there at the gym. And the moment I'm at the gym, I'm the happiest person. So I think like it's really uncomfortable, which is great because that's going to make me learn and grow in a lot of ways. So it's strange talking to a camera when you can't see people and just having a conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really wanted to start a YouTube channel. I wanted to talk about my life and how it's going. Mostly because I have a lot of friends and family who are always going to ask me, hey, you only moved to Canada like 4 years ago. What are you doing? How are you doing things? And like, how did everything work out? So I was like, you know what, this can be really great information because I feel I've repeated myself over 20 times, saying the same thing again and again to everybody. So I think it'll be really good, and I think that's what gave me an idea of what my path for the channel could be as well. So yeah, and it's perfect time because I'm at home and I have a lot of time on my hand to learn this and get better at editing right now. So that later when I'm going to be doing it while I'm working, it's like it's a muscle memory. So
that's awesome.
I'm excited for it. Yeah.
Yay. I'm going to learn how to do a proper smoky eye from your channel.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I noticed one of the videos you did also, you had like 10 things you could help do to basically deal with sort of the time you're at home, right? Due to the isolation we're all in. And, yeah. It's cool, and you're right. It is a good time. I mean, I have seen that there are a lot of people who are, taking this time to work on themselves and work on skills and things that they, suddenly we all have a little bit more time than we used to have, right?
It's true.
Just a little more time.
Just a little. Just maybe a little bit more, yeah. So, Katie Marnock, hello in the chat. Welcome.
Hey, Katie.
Thank you for tuning in.
Wow, I wonder how many Galaxy girls are on the show right now. Ladies, leave a comment so we know that you're there.
Yeah. Let us hear from you if you're in the chat. Let us know. What was I going to ask? Oh, I just wanted to say, I know we were chatting about it a little bit before. We were all talking about how long our hair is.
Yeah.
I know you guys notice it more on yourselves, I guess. But like my hair is
Scott,
like.
I know that your hair grew. Like you can tell. At least I can tell.
Like it's gotten to the point now where
it's curly.
The funny thing is, yes. Well, my hair always does this sweep
wave,
thing, but it's well, for starters, I don't think I've had it this long since at least maybe a decade. I've had it this long.
Wow.
But even now, it's getting to the point where I don't really know how to style it. Like it's getting heavy.
As long as you don't start with one of those man buns, I think you're in a good place.
Well, I mean, I may have no choice.
Oh no! Are you following your brother's footsteps?
Yeah, maybe that's the thing. My brother has like really long. Well, his hair is longer than both of yours. I know you were mentioning that earlier before we went on the air. And like, I mean, I'm not there yet. Like the longest my hair ever was like down to like here. I had it at one point. And but that was quite a long time ago. But I'm just lucky that right before all of this happened,
you got a haircut?
I was. Well, the thing is, I didn't even get a proper haircut because so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I remember I mentioned this. Yeah, well, I think I mentioned this on the show like around the time it was happening. But like, so I got cast in a movie, and the movie was a period piece. It was set. It takes place in a few different decades, but the scenes that I was in, I believe, were the 70s, right? So they, it's longer hair style. And so like I went for the audition for that, and at that time I didn't even know what the movie was. I was just going for the audition, and I was like, oh, my hair is like kind of long. It's longer than I would normally get it, but maybe I don't have time to get a cut. So I went to the audition. Then I got the part, but I found out a week later, and I was like, oh shoot, if I shouldn't cut my hair now, because when I auditioned it looked like this, so I don't want to change what I look like, because they cast you based on what you look like. So then luckily I found out, okay, it's set in the 80s, it's long hair. I'm like, hey, that's good. But then we didn't film for like a month after that. So then it grew a month of growth from that.
Gosh.
And yeah, and then so luckily when I went there, the makeup people and the hair people, they did trim it a little. So like they kind of just cleaned it up. So it's a bit shorter. And then we filmed, and then literally immediately after that, that's when all of this stuff started happening. So I haven't gotten like a real haircut in, I don't know, over 2 months, or no, way longer than 2 months, but like basically it's been 2 months past the point when I would have normally gotten a haircut.
Wow.
So it's just very long. And it's getting heavy, and like so now I'm just slapping product into it, hoping that it'll somehow do
its
something.
thing. Yeah.
But I don't really know what. So
Ask
how are you
your
guys
brother.
dealing with having? Well, that's the thing. My brother's hair. Yeah, I mean that's true, and he does have very very nice hair.
Taylor, are you on here?
I don't know. He might be. XX Stenio, ciao, hello, welcome to the show, welcome to the chat. Oh, he's saying play Brawlhalla together.
Oh gosh.
No Brawlhalla today. Brawlhalla will be tomorrow. We're gonna have a Brawlhalla live stream tomorrow.
I don't think you want me to play that game. That looks very stressful.
It is. It is quite fun. But that's the thing. All the gaming I've been doing lately. I mean, again, it was. I like how you mentioned Anmol. How it was like kind of things you were planning to do, or like for example, you weren't sure if you were going to go to the gym, but then you go, and then you're happy you go. The gaming thing started because we were supposed to have the sit down on that Sunday, and then we canceled the show, and I literally just thought, okay, well, I'm used to being live on a Sunday morning, so I decided to just jump online and play a video game, and suddenly then I thought that was fun. Let's do it again. So then I did it again, and then I did it again, and I've been basically gaming daily now since then. So
well,
it's
that's
kind
amazing.
Of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why now we're getting people in the chat who
are you playing?
They're people who've been, they've been participating in the live streams, and it's neat because it's been building a different audience. That's it's nice. Like I'm seeing the same people come in, and also new people show up every night as well. But you're getting these regular groups of people who come in, and XX Stenio there is he's Italian, so he actually doesn't speak English. So when he types in English, he's using Google Translate actually.
Aww.
But do you guys know anything in Italian to say to him?
Ciao.
Ciao, Stenio. Hello.
I don't know.
I don't know enough. I should learn some more Italian phrases. They're asking if you have Twitch. I don't think do either of you guys use Twitch or no?
No.
I don't know,
Probably
but my
not.
brother does, and that's just what I know about it.
There you go. No Twitch, Stenio. Only I have Twitch, but he says ciao. Ciao.
Ciao.
Anmol, how's your prep for Galaxy?
Well, I think it's going well. And I think it's going well from what I think is well. Well, I'm practicing my turns for my walks, and I think once I would have an understanding of exactly what my outfits are going to be, I can have a set thing that this is exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it like 100 times. And make sure that it's professionally clean and neat and tidy. So when people look at the stage, they're going to be like, oh, damn, she just did it once. But I've actually done it 1,000 times at home. So I guess it's going really well. And I'm working on my interview as well, trying to get everything I can. Because I guess the last time I learned a lot from the interview too. On what I should be doing and what I did not do and stuff. And I think one really good thing about preparing is that we have a Galaxy group chat. And I think that is one of the best things ever, because we help out each other so much. Like, hey, this day is there, we can do this thing, we can do these things. And we're always just so connected. I think there's not a single day that goes by when we're not talking.
No, they're probably talking right now.
Exactly. And honestly, I think it's so amazing, because this is an extended family that you have. We're only there to help you out. Like literally there to help you out. And I love that. I think that helps immensely in the preparations as well.
Yeah, for sure.
How are things going with you?
It's going. I mean, now that we're all in isolation, it's actually given me more time to focus, and knowing that, okay, we got postponed, but this also gives us until October potentially. Now I'm like, okay, this is what I need to do from now until then. And again, having the support from our little group of sisters, it really helps. And Cindy is really helpful.
Cindy's really good. Like, Cindy, she's like a mentor. Like, she's not really a director. She's going to tell you everything. And she would know exactly how it should be done. And you know, it might seem like she's telling you exactly what to do. However, it ends up being the best thing.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Yeah, we love
Scott,
Cindy.
how are you preparing?
Yeah. Well, I've been, I practice my walks in the hallway and all that stuff.
I wouldn't put it past you.
Yeah. I mean, we should shout out Cindy with an S. I think you already did, but yeah, she's very professional, and she knows what she's doing when it comes to running a pageant. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We've interviewed quite a few Galaxy girls on here, and I know, Regine, you're one of them. And everybody has nobody has anything negative to say about Cindy with an S. So.
No.
So there you go.
True. And she's extremely hardworking. Like, she works so hard for what she's built, and in such less time, she's built such amazing things. Like, girls want to come and participate, and so many times because of her. Like, it's literally because of Cindy. Like, I took part in the pageant because of Cindy.
Same.
No other reason. Regine did it too. So it's like, it's just her, the charisma she has. It's amazing. Yeah.
The aura that she projects to
true.
everyone. Yeah. But speaking of Galaxy, I'm just going to throw it in there. Sorry, selfless plug for Galaxy Canada. But they're actually doing a Galaxy Canada lottery right now. If you are interested in... Can I plug this in, Scott?
Of course.
Okay, so if you are interested in participating or competing in the Canada Galaxy pageant this year in September, and have never competed before, Cindy's actually giving you this opportunity. It's our lottery prize right now that is going on until, I believe, the 20th, correct me if I'm wrong, of April. It's $100 to register to get yourself a ticket, and if you win that, you'll actually get a full ride to nationals. So that covers everything from your hair and makeup, your entry fee, all of that. So make sure, if you are interested, let myself or Anmol know, or reach out to Canada Galaxy Pageants on Facebook. All done.
That's cool. That sounds awesome. So the best way, for them to join that, everyone wants to join that contest, the best way is to just get in touch with through Facebook on the Galaxy group?
Yeah, so it's Canada Galaxy Pageants. The lottery information is all there.
Awesome. That's very, very exciting.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, just talking about Cindy there, it's like I remember when she was our first guest in the new studio space, right?
Yeah, our birthday.
The thing that I was most impressed with when she was talking about the pageant is she's always looking for ways to make it better. Like she's got these ideas like, oh yeah, I want to do this, and then maybe later on we could try this, and and I like that's exactly the type of person you want in charge running.
You can see the gears turning as she speaks.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Elizabeth Marnock in the chat says deadline for the lottery is the 23rd.
Thanks, Liz. See, I knew I was getting it wrong.
Thank you, Liz. Did you say a different date? Oh,
I said the 20th, but that's Cindy's birthday. Sorry.
Oh. I see. Gotcha. Oh, you know this is a weird story. I don't know how to segue, but speaking of
send me your list, Scott.
It's not much of a list at this point. This is kind of the only thing. But speaking of the situation that we're all in, There was this article I read the other day where this guy, years ago, he had stolen a Elizabeth says 22nd now, so maybe it's the 22nd, not the 23rd.
I think the 22nd, and then the draw is on the 23rd.
Okay, deadline 22nd, draw on the 23rd. Whatever it is, don't wait until the deadline. Get
No, yeah. And the best part about it is you can actually nominate someone. So say you are a pageant coach, or you think that someone has great potential but has never believed in themselves enough to want to register, just nominate someone. Again, it's $100. Like Anmol said earlier, you don't know what you might not enjoy going to the gym, but once you're already there, it's such a great experience. So it's the same thing with this, right? You don't know what you're missing until you're there.
Makes sense. All right, everybody, get in touch over Find Canada Galaxy on Facebook.
I'm gonna nominate Scott.
But yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Sounds good. Well, who knows? But yeah, I read this weird article. It was, I don't know, the only reason I'm even bringing it up is because it was an interesting story and kind of reminded me of like a movie plot. But apparently some guy, something like 10 or 15 years ago, I think this was in, I want to say Jerusalem maybe, but he stole from like an archaeological site a stone that apparently like it was used in like, I don't know, an ancient battle. It was like part of I don't know, it's like just like an old stone, right? But it was like an ancient antiquity thing. Like it's the kind of thing that would be in a museum. So I'm not sure where he stole it from, but he stole it. And then when all of this stuff happened with the virus, he started believing that it was like a curse, that because he stole the stone. And so he recently returned the stone. He felt so guilty that he finally, through like an anonymous person, he returned it. So
maybe this virus will end soon.
Yeah, maybe that was the reason all along.
Maybe.
I don't know. It was just a bizarre story that it reminded me of, like, it is the plot of, you know, like The Mummy or like those types of movies where somebody, you stole it and you've brought a curse upon all of us, and
look what you did. Yeah.
Yeah, and then in that same article they interviewed another guy who had the same experience where he took something and he's like, everything in his life was bad after that, and he's like, yeah, don't ever steal antiquities. It's a bad idea. Or
just don't steal in general.
Just steal in general. That's probably even better advice. That's a good point.
I feel like maybe it's not like a curse upon him. Maybe it's just his guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. It might be something like if the guy stole it something like 15 years ago. My guess is he must have been like a kid or a teenager, and it must be one of those things where he's just always regretted it. And maybe this just sort of, I guess moments like this is also times when we all start to get a little bit more philosophical about life and all that stuff, and you start to think more about, I don't know, your place in the world, and maybe that's what prompted it.
Sure. You know? Fear of karma.
Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Fear of karma. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Cindy with an S is in the chat.
Hey, girl.
Good morning, Cindy with an S. Welcome.
Cindy, do you like our shirts? Hang on.
There you go. both Galaxy girls wearing their Galaxy
tank tops.
Pageant tank tops, matching tank tops.
Yes.
So, Anmol, you were saying you came to Canada only 4 years ago.
Yes. So I was raised in New Delhi, India. And I was born in Canada. I was born in Edmonton, but I was raised in India. So my parents had a better life, better job, so they went back home. So I was in India all my life, and approximately 4 years ago is when I didn't have a choice, to be honest. My parents just forced me because I know, because I had a great job in Delhi, and it was like my dream job. I worked really hard for it. So I was working with Cosmopolitan.
Wow.
And I was working with Cosmopolitan India, and I was a digital and social media manager, and it was amazing. However, my parents just wanted me to also have this side of my life because I was a citizen, and they're like, well, at least go give it a try. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay there, but that would make me resign So I really didn't want to do it. And unfortunately, I had no control over it. So they booked me a one-way ticket. And they're like, "Okay, bye, peace." And I was like, I don't want to do this.
Oh my gosh.
I had to pack my entire life in 2 suitcases, and I had to come to a place where I knew nobody of. So I remember my dad was like, "Where do you want to go in Canada?" I was like, "Where does it not snow?" I googled where does it not snow, and it said Vancouver. So I'm like, "Hey Dad, I guess I'm going to Vancouver."
You're so funny.
And then I came here, and it was tough. It was actually really tough, especially when you're alone. And my entire life was home. My friends, my family, everything was home. So it was really tough. And I think for the last 3 years, I've really contemplated on going back and being in India. And I really wanted to do that. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Canada. I love the quality of life here. The people are really nice. It's healthier to live. It's a better future. But your heart lies where home is. So I feel where my family is gonna be is where my heart lies, and my family is still in India. So it was tough, but now I think it's come to the point at the 4th year that I'm adjusting, and my parents are also getting open to like coming here. So so my brother would be doing university here in Canada, so he'd be coming here, and then my parents are going to be moving shortly too. So that'll be really good once I have them. Yeah.
Wow.
So I do look forward.
You said you were born here, but so how old were you when you went back to India? Were you still like a baby, or?
I think I was like a few months old, so like 4 to 6 months.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna ask, so you wouldn't have any memories of actually, so all of your pretty much childhood memories are from being in India, right?
Exactly. Yeah. That was my
crazy.
life. Yeah. So
it's an amazing adjustment.
I mean, it was a great adventure. It taught me a lot, and it's made me who I am today. So I'm very grateful for having that, and also not at the same time. But yes. But yeah, it's good. Like, I love being here now.
Would you move to any other province, or are you sticking to BC?
I think I wouldn't mind moving to any other province. I think when I traveled to Toronto, I really liked that place, and I'm a foodie. Like, you take me where food is, and you have my heart. So like, Toronto had great food. And I really enjoyed the food there. People were also really nice. It's more crowded, and I like that. I like bigger cities, because Delhi, like I'm talking to you about, like Delhi is like a spot on India's map, which is like not that great in like the world map either. And that has over like 20 million like in population. So when I moved to Vancouver, I was like, Mom, it's empty. Nobody lives here.
Wow.
People.
They have no snow. That's why you live there.
I know. That's true too. But like, it does snow in Vancouver. So I mean, not as much as like other parts, of course. So I think Toronto was one place which I really liked. I like Montreal too, but I mean, I guess if I get a good opportunity career-wise, I wouldn't mind moving anywhere, because it depends where the path is going to take me. Is it going to take me towards where I really want to like work and grow in that field? I would love to move. Like right now is the place right now is the time when I can move. So yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
I mean, maybe you will end up in Toronto. Who knows?
I would love to. Honestly, I've been trying to tell life and like people around me, I want to go there. So
I mean, now you're putting it out to the galaxy.
Exactly. So. I'm putting it out. So
exactly. Well, it's really cool. I mean, I'm always admire people who have had to sort of move their entire lives to a brand new place, because I mean, that's something that's an experience that I've never had. I mean, I was born and raised in this city, and I've traveled other places, but I've never moved or lived anywhere that wasn't close to where I've always been. So it's always interesting hearing stories like that, where it's you're at a brand new place and it's completely different. I have no idea what that must be like, but it's always interesting to hear.
And she came by herself.
That's very cool. That's the thing. Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Oh, Cindy with an S says, "I love it." I think she was responding to
our
the
shirts. Yeah.
And she also says in caps, "Come to Toronto."
See,
I would love to. I would love to. And I think like it's funny because I work in BC, but I have more people in my life who are from Toronto. And like they've eventually like we worked together, but they've gone back home and they started a new opportunity. So it's funny that I have a lot of people I know in Toronto, especially like my Galaxy family now. Like everybody's there. So sometimes I'm just like, I know sometimes I'm just, why am I not there? Because I want to go on dinners too. I want to have get-togethers.
Yeah.
And it's like it's so much fun. So I'm just like, this is another reason I should move.
We want you here. That's why. We're just being greedy. We want you closer.
Yeah, it'll be so much fun if I am too. Yeah.
Well, who knows what the future will hold? But
True.
I guess. But right in this moment, Regine, I think we should do the ad break.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was waiting for you to stop talking, so I don't cut you off.
Perfect. Well, well then, you know what, Regine? Did you know that this episode of The Sit Down, as well as pretty much every episode, is brought to you by some very important people?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually brought to you by the following fantastic advertisers, Regine.
No way.
And, yeah, I know, it's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
And I think maybe we should, and maybe just maybe we should talk about them right now. So, hey, Regine.
Yes, God.
Do you want to find out what your home is really worth?
Potentially.
Are you buying or selling your home?
Not right now, but maybe after all of this.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah, I mean, it's not a common time to be buying stuff. However, I believe she's still available for consultations and phone calls.
She is, yes.
Probably not doing any in-person stuff. Exactly.
It's
so,
a
ladies
great
and gentlemen,
time
of course.
to buy something.
There you go. There you go.
Because the interest rate is so low right now. The banks have reduced the rates. It's a perfect time to buy because you can get your interest rate locked for a few years. I'm actually buying a home.
There you go.
And, you can get it locked for 5 to 7 to 10 years depending on what rate you get. And if you're like, I'm looking for a property just for investment, so I'm going to put the money in for like 5 years, and then 5 years I have an interest rate locked, and it's so low.
Huh.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are buying or selling a home, then guess what? Jennifer C., Realtor at Home Life Culture Link, is here to help.
Mm-hmm.
Call or text Jennifer today at 647-403-8887. Don't deal with just anyone. Speak to a professional. Jennifer C. at Home Life Culture Link. To see her current listings, visit homelifeculturelink.com.
Mm-hmm.
The Mortgage Godfather is here to give you advice with any mortgage needs you may have, and he will shop to find you the best mortgage. Nino Simeka, mortgage agent. He'll give you an offer you can't refuse. Find out more at mortgagegodfather.ca or call 905-604-6955. And Jewelry Forever, conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham. They do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and they change watch batteries, all done on site. There's Jerry right there doing some beautiful custom work. They have an amazing selection of beautiful items. You'll be sure to find something special for the special person on your list. And Regine, we have a very special deal with them right now, don't we?
Yes, we do. If you let them know that Scott and Regine sent you, you will get 15% off your entire purchase. That's 15.
That's right. So let them know. And there's Regine right there. Amazed at the offer. Just amazed at the offer. So find out more at jewelryforever.ca. And again, when everything settles down, you can head over to that shop at Markville. Tell them Scott and Regine sent you and enjoy 15% off your purchase. And of course, if you would like to advertise with us on the show, it's very, very easy, right, Regine?
Yes, it's simple. All you have to do is email us at radioshowad. That's radioshowad@gmail.com.
That's right. You can get in touch with us. And what's special about our advertising setup is that it's live, which means that we are doing your ads in real time. So if your business has an event or a sale coming up at a particular moment and you need us to get the news out, well then guess what? all you got to do is let us know, and we can let your potential clients know in real time. So get in touch, radioshowad at gmail.com. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
With Miss Galaxy Canada 2020, Anmol Minhas. Hello. Cindy with an S in the chat says, move now. So I guess she's really on board with that.
She's moving, but not to Toronto, Cindy. She's moving somewhere in BC.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I actually don't even know.
Well, I guess. Well, Cindy wants you to come here. Apparently.
We all do.
I know. But, I would love to too.
So So I know we talked a little bit earlier about how we're all adjusting to the new stuff. I've been asking all the guests this because I think we're all spending a lot more time online. Have you watched any interesting new shows or movies lately?
Yes, I have finished The Tiger King. I think I finished it yesterday.
Me too. I finished it last night.
Yeah. It was fun. It was pretty interesting. And I watched the movie Platform. It's based on. Yeah, it's based on capitalism, and I really like it. It's a vertical prison, and that's what they talk about, and how Okay, so the problem with me is if I talk more about the movie, I'm going to tell you what the movie is, so I'm going to stop. Because I want you to enjoy it. I think Platform is a really good movie. It's a little dark, but it's a pretty good movie. I really liked it. I'm someone who really likes thrillers and horror. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, I really like that. And what else did I watch? I recently figured out that there's a show called The Bachelor, and I did not know about this show.
Liz, it's your moment.
I had no idea that this show existed, what the concept was, what's the plot. So I recently watched, I think, the season 22, if I'm not wrong. But it was like a background watch kind of thing. But it was nice. Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, that's about it. I don't watch that much. I'm usually doing stuff, but.
Well, that's interesting. I'd seen that The Platform. I've seen that one pop up on Netflix, and I was wondering about it. So, but you're the first person I've talked to who's watched it. So maybe I'll have to check it out.
It was really good. Because I like such movies. I like things with crime. So I watch a lot of TV series that would have crime and thrillers and horror. So, like I said, it was dark, and the movie just ended it's over. But it's interesting. Oh. It's really interesting.
Very, very cool. Oh, Cindy says in the chat, no, she's having an investment property in BC. If you were listening, you'd know. Well, I was listening. So she can have the So she can have.
Oh, Cindy.
You're saying,
classic Cindy.
So she can have the. So she can have the investment property and move to Toronto. Okay, yeah.
There you go.
I get it.
There you go.
I gotcha. And Elizabeth Marnock says, I love The Bachelor, all in caps.
Oh my goodness. It's nice.
It was an around for quite a few years now.
Yeah, it has been.
This is your first time watching. I think it's been around a long time, but it's pretty addictive, that show. I haven't watched it recently, but there was last season I ended up watching a whole bunch of episodes in a row, like the one with Luke P. Did you guys watch any of that?
I haven't watched The Bachelor since it first came out, and I'm pretty sure I was in elementary school and my mom was watching it, so I watched it with her. But other than that, I haven't. Ask Liz. Liz and Cindy, they watch it.
They should know who Luke P is then. I just know it wasn't even planned. We were just watching dinner and we happened to put it on City TV and it was on and I'm like, and then it's the kind of show where it grabs you pretty easily. Love is Blind was like that too, where you just
exactly
you're gonna watch a bit of it, and then suddenly you've watched all of it.
Oh, it's like Tiger King. You think you're gonna watch a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I watched Love is Blind, and then somebody told me about The Bachelor, and then I was like, okay, let's give it a chance, and let's see how that is.
I started watching The Circle again. I was giving it a lot of slack when it first came out. I think you remember, Scott. I was like, I don't watch it. But then
The Circle, yeah.
And I was like, I have nothing else to watch. And since they're all in isolation, maybe I'll figure out what they're doing and do it too. And now I'm on the third episode. Yeah. The binge has begun.
The circle, yeah. The binge has begun.
Oh no.
Cindy with an S says Bachelor US has been on for 18 years.
Wow.
Since 2002, yeah. So there you go.
See, I wasn't.
I do remember when the first season came out. Yeah, it was a while back, and Elizabeth Marnock says Luke P is nasty. There you go. See, I told you. As soon as I mentioned Luke P, they'd know who he was. And Cindy with an S says Love Is Blind is so much better. And Cindy with an S also says Circle Brazil is better, I guess, than the Circle.
Oh. Well, let me finish the U.S. version, and then I'll make my way to Brazil.
Oh, but Elizabeth Marnock says false, Cindy. I guess Elizabeth Marnock thinks The Bachelor.
Ooh.
Elizabeth Marnock says Love Is Blind. Love Is Blind is okay at best. We have a debate happening in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh.
Look at you guys started.
Love Is Blind is okay at best.
I mean, I preferred Love Is Blind more than... Well, I don't watch The Bachelor anymore, but from what I remember, when I used to watch it, I do prefer Love Is Blind. Sorry, Liz. But that's just me.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's, people, we're saying some controversial things here today in the, here on the sit-down.
Anmol,
the one thing I will say about...
Well, I feel both of them had really different concept. I think with Bachelor, it was like there's this one guy and there are like, I don't know, 30 girls trying to be with that one guy. Whereas Love Is Blind was more like you're meeting your partner by talking to people. So I think it's difficult for me to compare as to which one I like because they just come in different categories for me. However, I really like the concept of Love Is Blind. I liked how they were set in pods. And you don't see the person, and you're just gonna have a relationship built and based upon what you talk and the emotions you exchange. So I really like that concept. Whereas Bachelor, like you know right away who the guy is, and that's why you apply. So yeah, for me it was
makes sense.
the concept.
That's true. Love Is Blind. You're right. It's definitely a concept that we've never seen before. I think in that way it's making people think because it puts you in that mindset of well, would I be able to do that? Would I be able to get engaged with somebody I've never even seen? You know, though that being said, I think The Bachelor did that as well when it first started because the idea of meeting somebody and getting married in a short period on TV, that was a new concept when it first came out, right? We'd never seen something like that. So Love Is Blind is just new and bringing a new something we've never seen before.
I think Bachelor is more for the drama behind it, and it makes good TV, which is why people watch it. Sorry, Liz.
Yeah. Although, I mean, Love Is Blind had quite a bit of drama too, though.
I know, but I mean, for the Bachelor, Bachelorette, they're fighting for this one person's attention, where Love Is Blind, they already have that one person at the end.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. More in the chat. We've got, let's see. Cindy with an S says, Love Is Blind has 2 successful relationships, 2 marriages. And then she goes, Love Is Blind was also filmed... Oh,
there's
3 now?
There's 3 relationships with 2 marriages. One couple is still dating.
Yeah. What is it? Gianna and that guy got back together. Gigi, yeah. I like them. I was, you know what?
I know, I like them.
I watched... You obviously watched like the reunion after, right? Did you watch that?
Of course.
Yeah. So like when they announced that they were back together, I was so like, I knew they were gonna get back together. I knew it. So I guess like I got a little bit more invested.
Scott was very invested.
I'm almost embarrassed to say how invested I was in that show. So
I was actually shocked they didn't get married. I was like, when there was the first couple, and I was like,
oh my god, did we just do spoilers?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Did we? Did we just spoil the show? Whatever. It's been out for a while.
We did spoil a little bit.
Oops,
yeah, it has been out for a while. But what I will say is like it was pretty. Yeah, whatever. I mean, we try to avoid spoilers, but you know what? Sometimes
we got
talking
too
about
into
it. Yeah, but they were my favorite couple, and I'm glad that they ended up together. But anyway, Love Is Blind. Cindy with an S says Love Is Blind was also filmed 2 years ago, so they've been married for 2 years.
Yeah.
So boom, she says, and then she wrote, Bachelor is trash. Watch Unreal. It's a fictional TV show based on the Bachelor world and how produced it is. Oh my goodness.
We're getting the inside scoop.
Yeah. Cindy is very passionate about this topic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad we have her in the chat about it. Definitely. So there you go. Let's see if Elizabeth responds. Let's see what she has to say.
They're probably texting each other right now.
I want this we're having some drama happening in our own chat.
I know.
My goodness. Anmol, I know. Does it in BC it rains a lot, right? Have you found that it rains a lot there?
It does.
That's so random.
In
Well, I was just thinking about it.
Vancouver is Raincouver, so it does rain during winter time a lot more too. So there are a lot more gray skies because it's cloudy and it's going to be raining. So instead of snow, you'll get a lot of rain, which I feel is more like, for me, I'm not a very a rain person. I love the snow. I think it's beautiful.
So then why did you go somewhere where there's barely any snow?
Well, I think in 4 years, my opinions have changed.
Oh, okay.
I think initially when I was moving, I was like, oh my God, it'll be so cold, because I didn't know. And Canada was literally my first foreign trip, right, for living.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand the concept of centralized heating because we don't have that system.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand that your inside of your home is going to be a lot different from the outside. And you'll have heated cars, you'll have heated places you work at. So it's not really that difficult actually being in snow. Yeah, you can't enjoy the summer things, but then you enjoy the snow. So I really like snow. I would choose snow over rain. So it gets a little depressing here because it gets dark and cloudy. Yeah, wintertime.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. That's true, because whenever you travel, I've traveled somewhere warm, and you see the places there, and there's not a lot of them don't have insulation. Sometimes I've been to people's houses where they have almost the house is indoor outdoor almost, where you just walk outside, because if it's always consistently warm, you never really feel the need to completely block out the exterior weather, right? Because it's very rare that it needs to be a different temperature in one than the other. So yeah, but here, I mean, obviously, you got to insulate heavily, so it's quite a difference. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But now you've come here and you've gotten used to the snow. Yeah, that's the thing. You get used to it. You dress for it, right?
Yeah, and it also looks beautiful. It's a different change. I feel now Christmas is not complete without snow.
No, it never is.
Yeah. So, and I've learned to celebrate Christmas. So, a lot has changed in life, in 4 years, when you change a country, you change all the festivals. So, in India, I used to celebrate 10 festivals, which I never do here. So, I'm always looking forward for Christmas. Because it's not really just a day, it's like a season. And you're going to have everything going around with it. It makes you happy, and it just fills you with so much warmth. So I like that.
She's Canadianized.
It's really cool.
I know.
She's
True.
This is why she's representing Canada and Galaxy.
There you go.
I'm so excited for the pageant.
Me too.
Scott, are you coming to Chicago whenever it happens? I ask you this all the time.
I would come to Chicago. I've been there before. It's not too far a drive, actually.
No.
How long was the drive? It's only, was it 6? Is it 6 hour drive? I can't remember.
I don't know.
8?
I've never been.
Oh wow, that's pretty close.
Yeah, I've driven there once. Oh, XX Daniel in the chat says ciao, 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 ciao. Hello, Brawlhalla tomorrow. Brawlhalla tomorrow.
Yeah.
I would go to Chicago, but I've got to see. Well, I guess we'll all see how it all blows over and how it all works out. But Chicago's a great city, actually. Chicago's a great city. If you're looking for a place to go check out, even for a weekend or something, it's nice.
Don't tell her that. No, I haven't. But don't tell her that. She might not move to Toronto anymore.
Well,
she might stay in Chicago.
No, I think I'm gonna be somewhere in Canada. So, yeah.
No, there you go. Well, you know what it is? Toronto and Chicago, well, they're actually sister cities. That's one thing. That's what they call it. And there are a lot of similarities, actually. Like there are parts of Toronto and Chicago that look similar, and it's about similar in size. It's very similar. The only thing that Chicago has done a lot better, and I hope we can catch up, is the waterfront. Chicago's waterfront is so beautiful and well developed, and it just looks great. And Toronto's been working on it. It's getting better. It's just not quite, I think, where it needs to be. You know. So that's one thing. And also, Toronto hasn't. Toronto for the longest time didn't really concern itself with its heritage. So a lot of its older buildings, it's really beautiful buildings, got torn down. And it's only more in the last, I don't know, decade or so where they're finally starting to preserve the look of the city. So that's something that's makes me happy. But again, Chicago, I think, has done a better job of maintaining that tradition. But anyways, Chicago's a nice town, if you can check it out.
Well, we will in October.
Yes.
In October. There you go. Actually, in October, if everything shakes out, I think I'm planning to be in Japan in October.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. I'm very excited for that trip. But again, I mean, everything is in flux. It's so like I've got several weddings that I was supposed to go to in the coming months have been pushed back, rescheduled, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. It's a big change. But
Canada Galaxy pageant is still happening in September as of now, so that's a plus.
There you go.
Something to look forward to.
Exactly.
It's true.
Yep. Oh my God,
and we are looking forward to it.
Sorry, that means you'll be in Toronto in September, and then we'll see you again in October.
Yes, and actually, the pageant's happening on my birthday. So September 6th is my birthday. Yeah.
That's so exciting.
So I'll be celebrating that with you guys.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. I know last year for Galaxy, it was Ursula's birthday.
Yeah.
And then the 2019 one was around my birthday. So there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking forward.
Elizabeth Marnock says, I'll be in Chicago to cheer on all my girls. There you go.
Yay.
Aww.
Yes. I know she'll be there.
The trip. So that's why it's important, everybody, to, we want to try
inside.
Yeah, we need to, stay inside now through this time period so that we can all get things back to normal as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I think in Toronto recently, haven't they now just made it? They're starting to make it now like they're trying to enforce the social distancing rules.
Yeah, so
true?
if
Didn't
you're...
they make it
Yeah, in the city of Toronto, I'm not sure about other cities, but I know that if you get caught not social distancing, or if you're, say you went to visit someone and you're not a resident there and they find out, then they can actually fine you $1,000.
Yeah, $1,000. There you go. I mean, and I know, like, I think they were even saying they kind of regret that they feel like they had to make it a bylaw because they were hoping people would just
do it
on their own. And I think most people have, but I think, again, I mean, just a couple of days ago, I saw somebody shared on the news or something that, like, there are some people just not doing it. Like, they're just standing in groups and like going to shops and stuff. And I don't know. I mean, I think, I don't know if it's people who just don't feel like it's as big a deal, or they don't feel like they're going to get it, especially like there are a lot of younger people who are kind of in that neighborhood. But I think we really this is a time where it's a crucial period. If we really want to get this thing over with, it really is a time where we have to get things together and like get on it.
Well, I heard that there was a party, like a backyard party in Brampton and a backyard party in Toronto, where they just came together rather than virtually partying with each other. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's silly.
Yeah, even the other day when I had gone to get groceries, I feel like there were a lot of people outside just like chilling and talking and doing everything. Like even right now when I'm going and looking at homes, we have to maintain a certain distance. We have to wear gloves, masks, and they sterilize the place before you enter. Like there are a lot of precautions that go into it, and like you have to follow it. Even when I'm talking to my realtor, we're standing apart. But like some people, they're just, I think life is just going on like normal for them. And it's strange to see that, because for me, it's so bizarre to understand why it would. Yeah. Sad.
And BC has a high number too, right?
BC has a really high number too. And sometimes when I look outside from my balcony, it just seems like everything's going normal, because there's so many people outside still. There's so many people like roaming around, going to work, or I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know if they're going to work. Maybe this is something I'm assuming. We might just be going to someone's house. But like, there are a lot of people outside. Yeah. It's scary.
Yep.
Yeah. That's not
and
that's not good.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, people, you have to remember, even if like you're in that group that, you know, is extremely low risk, you know, if you're younger, the problem isn't you, you know, the problem
the people around you.
Yeah, the other people in your life, you know, I mean, people who, and again, even just with young people, I mean, in fact, I'm chatting with some of them in the chat when I'm doing my gaming streams, because, you know, there's some there that are like kids who are, or students in school. And I remember there was one kid who was telling me specifically, he was like, yeah, I have asthma. So I genuinely, like, I can't go outside at all because the risk for me is too high, you know?
Yeah, same.
And, it's important. I mean, that's the thing. So like, even if you're in that group, you know, it's not just you that it would affect, you know? So, and the other part is because there is news about it spreading through people who are asymptomatic. So you might not even have symptoms, but you might be contagious without even knowing about it. Yeah. So even if you feel fine, it doesn't necessarily mean you are. And, you know, you're going around touching surfaces and interacting with things around you without thinking about it, or coughing or whatever you're doing. And, you know, you could really be putting some people in danger. So,
and I've only heard horror stories of like people getting tested for COVID. It's not fun to get tested. So
there's that as well. Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine what that feels like.
So again, people, just buckle down. I mean, I saw one of the things I heard described as like, you know, previous generations before ours, you know, we were expected to, you know, go to war and go and do all these horrible, risky things to help your fellow, you know, human. Here, all you have to do, we're only asking you to stay home. We're just asking you to stay home and watch Netflix. You know, that's all we're asking you to do. It's not really that huge a thing. So just do it. Do it, people.
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's difficult. We always end up back talking about this every episode lately, but I guess it's because.
But it's because that's the only thing we can talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything else is kind of on hold, you know. So it's tough.
But at least you get to like I was saying in some of my other interviews. So I've been doing a lot for our Galaxy Prep and interviewing, and one thing is, it's like, this is a chance for you to really work on yourself and reconnect with family members that you may have neglected in the past because you're always out or you're busy. So take the time to just reconnect with your inner being. And just...
That's true.
Learn something new.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like, Anmol started a YouTube channel.
I know.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm actually thinking about it. I know I've been saying it for the last couple of months, and like Siggy, who's been on our show, fully called me out on air. So I'm like, you know what? And I saw Anmol doing it. I'm like, maybe I should actually look into it. But I don't know.
Yeah. I think you should definitely do it.
I still don't know what to do videos on. People, tell me what to do. I'll take over the sit down. Just kidding.
Yeah. Well, if anybody's got any suggestions for the type of videos Regine would make, there you go.
What am I good at? I don't know. Talking.
Okay, that's
a big part of it.
But like, what do you like doing? Do you like, I don't know, do you like doing makeup? Do you just like cleaning videos? Do you like doing food videos? What do you like?
I love watching, and I think I might do it. So as you guys know, I'm engaged, so I'm planning my wedding. So I'm thinking maybe doing like, you know, those videos where you see people buying wedding dresses off Wish and like trying them on and how terrible they turn out. I kind of want to do that because that's what I've been watching a lot of lately. But we'll see.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing I'll definitely say about starting a YouTube channel is you don't really know what your audience will respond to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think if it's something that you're thinking of doing, I think you should just do it. Just put something out there.
Do a bunch of random ones.
It should be. Yeah, I mean, and just see what sticks. Because like, I mean, that's something that even with the gaming that I've been doing recently, it's like I did a bit of gaming in the past, but it's never really been a focus of the channel. But then again, because of this situation, and I started doing it regularly, and suddenly I've just found another audience that I didn't even really realize was there. But like my channel has been growing every single stream. I've been gaining subscribers and Twitch followers as well. Like I had like no Twitch followers before, and that channel's starting to grow. And every single stream I do, we're gaining people, and that's just something that I didn't even know was there. But you just start throwing stuff out. And then one of the most popular videos we ever did was the unboxing video for this phone. It's got a lot of fingerprints on the screen.
Yep.
Anyway, but that video's got, I think, close to is it over 50,000 views now? Like it's one of the most viewed videos on my channel, all because I did like an unboxing and a top 5 favorite features of the phone. So you never know what people are gonna like. I think if you have an idea or you have something to offer, I think you should just do it. Just throw it out there.
Anmol,
see what sticks.
Anmol, what made you decide to do your YouTube channel and the content that you've put on it?
Well, one, because I really wanted to do it for a very long time. I think I made a few videos for 2014, so a couple of years ago, and I just never did it because at the time, I just had my laptop and I used that camera.
The webcam.
The webcam, and that's how I recorded the video. And at the time, I didn't have a camera, I didn't have anything to do it. And again, this is a big excuse too.
Yeah.
Because I could have still made it work, right? Like I could have used my phone or something. But I think now what I want to put out is basically like my life. So that's why the name of the YouTube channel is also Life as Anmol. I wanted to do life with Anmol, but there are a lot of YouTubers who do with. So I made it as. So it's Life as Anmol. So it's going to have a lot of things. It's going to have like fashion. It's going to have makeup. It's going to have how I moved here, what we do, like how I did what I've done up until now. And I think it's just going to be my life. And that's why I think I chose something more generic to go with. Just exactly what Scott said. You just don't know what's going to stick with your audience. And you also don't know what's going to stick with you.
Yeah.
So once I'm doing all these videos, I think I would get a better understanding of what is the path I want to do and I want to go down. Like, what do I like doing more? What am I having more fun doing? So I guess I'll do that. And I want to figure it out by the way it goes. And I saw this video by Dan Luck, and he was talking about the biggest mistake people do on like an online platform is that they don't listen to their audience. Like if you keep just getting fixated that I only want to do, hypothetically, just to put something out, like I only want to do fashion videos. You have to understand there are like millions of fashion videos online. Like why would you stand out?
Yeah.
What if you don't have something exclusive to offer, or you're not doing like good TV or something dramatic, then it's difficult for you to stand out. So make what you like, but also see what your audience wants, because the most important thing, what you're doing is for your audience. So I think that's what I'm trying to go right now. Like I'm trying to do everything, and then I'm going to see what sticks best for people as well as myself. Yeah.
Awesome. There you go, Regine. That's some good advice for you right there.
Yeah, it is very good
that's right.
advice.
I will I don't know if I put her, I don't think it's in this chat right in the description right now, but I will add it.
Will be.
I'll add your YouTube channel down there. So but if you want to find it, Life as Anmol, right? Life as Anmol.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool, there you go. Cindy with an S says I won't be there. I think she was talking about Chicago.
She'll be in Chicago.
Well, she says I won't be there.
Oh, she's going to be there.
Joking?
Cindy, where are you not going to be?
And Elizabeth Marnock says somebody vlog internationals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that too. Yes. That's already in my list.
Yes. I feel like we're all going to have our phones out being like, hey guys, day one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there you go, Regine. That could be one of the videos on your channel.
There you go.
I'm going to do internationals. I'm also going to do the nationals experience. Yes. Whatever I can. Like I think I'm going to like always carry my camera around.
Right? Like, I need a new a new camera, or I need a new phone, one or the other.
Yeah. I was really lucky.
I mean, I will. Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Well, I did my master's in fashion journalism, I was saying. So photography was one of my subjects. And then I had to buy like a DSLR.
Oh, okay.
And I've never used it, but like a perfect time to
there you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, DSLR is all you need to get started. In fact, honestly, your phone is all you need to get started. What I found with YouTube, especially for vlogs and stuff, the video quality is not as important. yeah, it's not as important as the personality, right? Like there are lots of people who are making millions of followers just on a simple, not even very good quality phone. It's more the what you're bringing to it is really what impacts the video more than picture
very
quality.
True. It's very, very true, because I did my research before I started it, and I think that I did too much of the research too, because then I kept just doing that. But I think one thing I really noticed is that, of course, there are going to be channels that people are really going to subscribe to for what you're doing. For hypothetically makeup, like people are going to subscribe to you because you're doing makeup. However, if you're going to bring in your personality and you're going to talk about your life and you're going to express who you are, you will get a lot more views. Like even if like certain channels I see are just vlogs, they're not doing anything fancy, they're doing something I do on everyday basis, but they record it, but they're like fun to watch, you know what
they are. I love following
just
families.
They're just so exciting. They're not doing anything great, but they'll have like millions of views, and you're just gonna be like, damn. And it's also addictive, because I won't stop. Like I'll go to the next one, I go to the next one,
like what happened. It's their own reality show.
Exactly. And I think that's what nowadays people on YouTube like are like really clicking to. And like, for example, why is Bachelor good TV? Because it's themselves, it's reality, it's who they are. They're bringing everything in. Like they're doing something everybody does, like going on dates. But like, you know what I mean? I think that just makes such a big difference if you're putting yourself in it. Yeah,
the personality goes a long way. YouTube is huge for that. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the big appeal of Love Is Blind and all those shows, it's you're putting yourself not only in the shoes of those people, but even Tiger King, right? We're amazed at these people's personalities. Who are these people, you know? So it's it goes a lot to it. So I mean, yeah, Regine, if you're thinking of just starting one, it's, you know, just put out something that allows people to get to know you, you know? Yeah, there you go.
I swear, Siggy's been telling me to do them for so long.
Oh, yeah. Elizabeth Marnock says, I tried and failed. Lack of time, lol. I think that was when she's saying vlogging the internationals.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, all I hear is excuses.
Ooh.
I think you can do it. I really think you can do it, because she's doing so well on Instagram too. And I think she's got that personality. She has a smile. I think lack of time, and now all we have is time. True. But Elizabeth, you can do it. Like I saw your YouTube and I had enjoyed it. And I think like that's one thing I've promised myself. I would not quit till I make 50 videos. And if I feel I'm not there where I want to be on YouTube till I get 50 videos, I'm going to be like, okay, we'll see. You know what I mean?
That's
but like till 50
idea.
videos, I'm going to put in everything I can. And if I see an improvement, even if I get 1,000 followers by 50 videos, I'm gonna stick through.
If you get 1,000,
it's a promise. I cannot stop. I promised myself that I would not.
If you get 1,000 subscribers out of 50 videos, then you totally surpassed Scott, and I will applaud you for that.
For sure. Yeah, I'm just over 1,000 subs on YouTube right now.
And how long have you been on YouTube? With how many videos? I'm just kidding.
quite a long time. Although what I will say, I wasn't doing regularly, but it's been a while. It's a climb, you know. It's definitely
100%.
A grind, as they say.
Yes.
But although speaking of time, though, I mean, the one thing I have found that takes the longest, it's not even the filming side as much as it's the editing.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
Forever.
Yeah, I'm not good at it.
It's
either.
like anything.
Or I can do raw vlogs. Can I do raw vlogs? Be like, this is a raw vlog. Sorry, I watch too many vloggers.
You know how I edit my videos? Like my laptop is so old. Like it's a MacBook Pro Retina or something like that. I think 6 or 7 years old. So I cannot have iMovie in it because the iOS is not compatible with it anymore. And I'm just like, damn it. So there is this really cool app. It's called InShot, I think. And I literally edit all my videos on my phone.
I have iMovie on my phone.
You can add music. You can do whatever you want. And it takes me a long time because I'm not good at it. But once you get good at it,
there you go.
Too long, and it's a free app.
Oh,
like,
perfect.
Okay, fine.
Cool.
It's really good. Yeah.
There you go.
Learning a lot.
There you
from
go,
her.
Regine. I mean,
I
no
did too much
excuses
research.
anymore, Regine. Yeah.
So no more. Watch, I'm gonna put out a video after this.
Just do it. And you know, I think the biggest scare, like for me, was putting my first video out. So first video I just made like a minute long, and it was like an introduction of, hi, this is my name. and this is what I'm gonna do. I was walking in snow and I was so cold.
Oh my gosh.
But like I had to do that video, I think like, I don't know, 30 times till like I was like, okay, fine. Like, you know what? I'm just too cold to be out.
Yeah.
But I think the moment I put that one, I was like, I have to keep putting it now. I have no choice. I just have to keep going. So all you have to do is put your first one.
I feel like, because I've said it so many times on the sit down, I should actually make it happen.
You should. You should.
Again, I'm blaming Siggy.
There you go. Shout out to Siggy, by the way. Siggy Music.
He said he wanted to be a guest on my first episode, but how am I going to do that if we're all in isolation?
Through Skype.
Skype call. There you go.
Oh boy. Okay, no more excuses.
Or yeah. Or what's the one that everyone's using now? Zoom. Everyone's talking about Zoom now.
Zoom.
I used to use Zoom.
In fact, Oh, really? Interesting. In fact, everyone's talking now because, in fact, this coming weekend, isn't that that's the Easter long weekend, right? Mm-hmm. And I know, so that's going to be a big test because that's usually a time when a lot of families are
out
getting together. We've got a group chat with my family, and somebody's floated the idea of maybe doing like a Zoom get together where we can all,
they have other
online
ones.
Type thing.
They have like virtual party apps now too, and I was like, well, my birthday's at the end of the month. Maybe I'll try it out and see how that goes. So
there you go.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Even we do like group video calls with my family. So we just have a group on Facebook.
Yeah, we use
and
Facebook
we just click
Messenger.
video, and then nice.
There you go. So this is a pretty terrible time, but in terms of technology, it's definitely the best time to have to be going through something like this. I think I said something like that last week's true, but it's even this, the fact that any other circumstance we would have to have shut down the show completely because I haven't been up to that studio in so long. I wonder if I should try to go by and just tell everybody to hide, and I can grab like my better camera and like grab them. Like we have actual branded sit-down mugs that we usually use. But you know what? This has worked. This has worked pretty well.
You're gonna have to dust the sit-down sign.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everything's probably all dusty. And I don't know if Regine, you've noticed, like I've worn the same thing for the last 3 episodes.
Yeah, that's why I changed it up this week to match Canada Galaxy.
Yeah. Like maybe I should have worn that. I have my Team Regine. I have my Team Regine shirt. Maybe I should have worn that.
You should have.
Well, I figured might as well brand just because. So the show is branded. That's kind of a weird thing I just did. Anyway.
And you did it again, but that's cool.
And I did it again. Well, this was a pretty good episode.
It was.
Anmol, is there anything else you wanna talk about or let people know about?
Yes, actually, now since you said it, I was thinking about it. I think one thing I just want to put out there is that it took me a little time. So I got braces. So I won Miss Galaxy Canada 2020, and then I got braces. It was already planned to happen, and I'm really grateful that I won Miss Galaxy Canada. So, sorry, my battery was low. Can you see me?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh. Yeah, we'll see you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I think I got braces, and I was really conscious. I didn't expect braces to look like this because it was my first time getting braces. I did get like those ceramic or like clear braces. So I have Invisalign on the bottom and braces on the top. And I think initially it took me a really long time to adjust and like smile and like do normal things. But like, and I think I was also more conscious because I was doing a lot of appearances for pageants. But like Cindy actually really helped me through this too, because she was like, Anmol, just smile. You look beautiful. You're great. And I think it was just me who had to accept that I look great. Like that's what I said, perspective, right? Mm-hmm. Like if I could see myself from other people's eye, maybe it would be a little different. Because when I saw myself, I was like, oh my God, I look so ugly.
Oh my goodness.
But I guess it took me like 2 to 3 months to adjust to it. And I know everyone's going to go through it and they're going to take their time, but I really want to put it out there for people who like think they cannot let's say, compete in a pageant, or they cannot go to work or anything just because they have braces. I think it's totally possible. I've learned to love myself over time, and I'm so glad that I have it. And it actually makes me feel good sometimes too, because once I put one picture out, there are people reaching out to me and be like, wait, you're in pageants and you have braces? And I'm like, yeah. And there's so many people who are like, wow, this is amazing because I really wanted to do it and this and that. And I was like, wow, it actually made me feel really good because I could contribute something towards a person's life.
Oh.
So I just wanted to like put it out there that it might take you time, but it's no biggie. And towards the end of it, what are you going to gain? You're going to gain a great team.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Yeah. Just that one thing.
That's cool,
and I'm
actually.
really... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No. Go.
No, I was just saying I'm really happy that I got this opportunity to have this interview with you guys as well and have this conversation, because I haven't spoken to Scott before. I've seen your guys' interviews. Regine, obviously, we talk almost every day.
Yeah.
But like, I think I really had a great time today. It went by pretty quick because I was nervous and I was like, I don't know what they're going to ask. I hope everything's going to be okay. But it was really good, yeah.
No, I'm glad that we were able to make this happen. Like I said, you're 3 hours time difference, but I'm glad that we were able to get you on here at a very early time, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Likewise.
Yeah. And I really like what you were just saying about how you had to go through that adjustment with braces, because I have noticed that a lot of people, I guess everybody's like that, where we all have this image of ourselves in our minds, and everybody has things that we're all insecure about, right? But the thing that I found is, especially like I make a lot of videos and take photos and stuff, and when I'm videotaping people, I'll notice when I show people footage that they'll always notice something about themselves that I think other people don't even think to look at.
Guilty.
Right? Like, everybody's got this thing. Yeah, for example, like say it's your hair. Like maybe there's a way that your hair, you always want your hair to do this one particular thing, right? And so when you take a picture and your hair's not doing that thing, in your mind, oh, that's a terrible photo. Oh, I can't use that. Like, look at my hair. Whereas everyone else is looking at it and being like, what are you talking about? Like, that's the greatest photo of you I've ever
earlier.
seen.
Yeah. With Anmol's photo, she's like, I don't like my hair. I'm like, I loved your hair. What are you talking about?
So
you had a great hair mix.
And you know what I think? Yeah. Okay. And I think being on camera maybe often, like, especially now Regine and I are on the camera every week now.
All the time,
at least, right? And I think that has helped, like, I know it's helped me kind of sort of just get used to it, because you realize you start to see yourself more how other people are seeing you. So
I got used to hearing my own voice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another big one. Yeah, that's right. Most people aren't used to hearing what their voice sounds like in recording.
I hate it.
Because again, the voice because when you're talking, right, the voice you hear in your ears, like in your own head, is
so
not
different.
the same voice that other people hear. Exactly. So it's an adjustment. But I think, Anmol, to your point, if you're concerned about that, or that's something I think you just gotta, put yourself out there, because the things that you're seeing and the things that you have a problem with, it's pretty likely that you're the only one that even notices them. So
I didn't even notice you had braces, to be honest. I had no idea the whole time. I was like looking. I was like, wait, really? I had no idea.
Yeah, I've had braces since October.
I had braces in high school. That was scary.
Yeah, and my braces are they're gonna come off in July. However, because of the quarantine, I think it's gonna go on longer because my orthodontics office is closed. So let's see now.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't notice, so you're fine.
That's great.
I didn't notice either. I mean, again, we've never met. I've only seen you right now on here, but I can't see them at all. Like I know. Even now that you've told me, I still can't see them.
I'm still looking for them.
I paid quite a lot of money to get it clear, just because I just wanted it clear. I don't want the metal ones. So it does help a lot, and I've honestly trained my mind to talk in a certain way that you're not really being able to see my teeth.
You don't get the lisp from your Invisalign either.
Yeah, and it's happened over time. I think my first month was really bad, but now it's fine. Yeah, And now if it even happens sometimes, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I did it again. Oops.
It's okay. It's fine. Yeah. It makes you you.
Yeah, it's true. It's a part of me.
Exactly. But I do know that you do have to go soon because you have somewhere to be. I don't want to cut you off, but I'm also mindful of your time.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
no problem.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think this was a great episode. The conversation was quite fun, and it did go by quite quick. It did go by fast. So
it did.
Well, then let's get some the housekeeping out of the way. Anmol, where can people find you?
What do you mean?
On social media.
Like on social media and all that stuff.
Yeah. So my Instagram is Anmol Minhas. So ANMOL and Facebook is also Anmol Minhas. I was lucky because I made it like a long time ago, so I have everywhere just my name.
Perfect.
Excellent. Perfect. And Regine, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at It's Regine Alaina, as well as on Facebook. And if you want to follow my pageant journey, which you should all do, and follow Anmol as well, it's MS, so Ms. Galaxy Canada. Where can they find you, Scott?
There you go. Well, guys, you can find me right here where you're watching this episode, which, depending on where you're watching, you're either watching on Twitch or DLive or YouTube.
Or Spotify.
And all of those things, or if you're listening, it's exactly. You're listening on Spotify, and all of those things. You just got to search Scott Dion Brown, and you can see my name right here. Hang on, where's there? Anyway, right at the bottom of the screen, Scott Dion Brown on YouTube, Twitch, or DLive, and you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitch at
Twitter.
Scott Dion Brown. Oh, what did I say? Oh, Instagram and Twitch. Sorry, I've been saying Twitter. Instagram and Twitter. Oh my goodness. It's because I've been saying them so much. But yeah, Scott Dion Brown, find me. We do the show every Sunday at 11 a.m. And also, again, I've been live streaming pretty much every night except for Saturdays. So come on and check it out. We've been playing lots of video games. I've been holding tournaments, like we've been playing Brawlhalla, and I've been organizing actual tournaments, and people have been coming in, and like we've got people that are competing, and I've been having a winner every night. It's just
nice.
It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it very much, building an audience with everybody, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And I've also just made a Discord server as well, so you can also join that if you'd like. So there you go.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So guys, this was a lot of fun. Anmol, did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should probably wrap things up, everybody. Thank you for being here, Anmol.
Yeah,
yes, thanks for coming. I'm so happy we got to make this happen. I'm excited for September, hopefully, and October to see you and have you here in Toronto and in Chicago. You guys should follow her. I know she gave her other Instagram, but it's Ms. Galaxy Canada, MISS Galaxy Canada. Make sure you follow, and then follow me as well, Ms. Galaxy Canada. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys. I'm really happy we could make this work.
Thanks for coming.
Me too. All right. Well, everybody, all of you guys for tuning in, thank you so very much. You could have spent your Sunday online anywhere. You couldn't have gone anywhere, but at least you have, your screen, your internet could take you all sorts of places, and you chose to come here. Thank you so much. Everybody who participated in the chat, thank you so much for adding to the commentary. It makes the show so much better when we have people chatting along with us, so that's really great. Mm-hmm. And thank you all so very much. We will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.